Last night, I couldn't sleep. So, I started looking for something to watch, as one in this generation does. While looking for something to watch, I stumbled upon the app Tubi, which, if you're familiar with Tubi, you know, never fails to deliver just absolute bangers in terms of quality and storytelling. However, in this case, I lucked out. I saw they had Goosebumps. Hence why I'm dressed, you know. Figured I'd dress appropriately for this video. Anyway, so I click on the Goosebumps, I start looking at the episodes, and I see the episode, Season 1, Episode 4, Welcome to Camp Nightmare. It's a two-part episode, so it's Episode 4 and Episode 5. And I didn't remember everything about this episode, but I remember this being one of my favorites for sure. I distinctly remember whenever this one would come on, I'd get really excited. So I figured, let's give it a rewatch, and holy shit. I'm so glad that I did. Because, good lord, this is a gem. Oh man, where do I begin? I guess in the beginning. So the episode kicks off. These kids are in a bus. They're driving in the middle of nowhere when they come to a sudden stop. Bus driver says, "Get out!" So they all get out of there. Bus driver throws all their shit on the ground and without saying anything gets in there and drives away, almost killing them in the process. It's then the kids have their first encounter with the big bad of this episode, Saber. However, it's also then when inexplicably there's a fucking explosion and it pans to the camp counselor with his little 6-shooter. It honestly looks more like a flare gun. You're telling me this gun produced this fucking effect? Like, goddamn, bro. Anyway, this is where they first meet the camp counselor, who goes by Uncle Al. He informs them that they have a lot of wildlife, and what they just encountered is Saber. He says that as long as they follow his rules and stick to the trails, Saber shouldn't bother them. Which, so far, I call bullshit, because they've done nothing and Saber was ready to kill. They're then forced to ruck a mile to the actual camp, because their dickhead bus driver dropped him off too early. Where our protagonist, Billy, starts rizzing up Dawn, who's going to the girls section of the camp, where she informs him that her parents supposedly this was the best summer camp her family could find. So far, bullshit, your family has terrible standards. Billy reveals that his parents always go away on business trips because they're scientists or whatever, so that's why he's here this summer at camp, because they went super far away, he didn't want to go. They also walk past what Uncle Al refers to as the forbidden bunk, and he doesn't really elaborate on this right now. They ask, why can't we go in there? He says, well, because it's forbidden. Fair point, okay.
I'm supposed to sleep in here?
What the fuck are you talking about? You look around for half a second, automatically decide you don't like the place. What were you expecting anyway? You're coming to camp. At best, you would think you would have worse conditions, sleeping in a tent and shit. Anyway, they start settling into the room. This sunglasses boy reveals that he heard 2 kids died from Saber last summer. And then fucking Chowder from Monster House starts pissing his pants about a snake bite, which I only find funny and over the top because it shows the snake, which is a ball python. Very common pet. I have one of those right to my left here. Also, I can't tell if this is a young Jerry from Kicking It or not. I'll look in editing and confirm. They then wrap up the snake and huck him out the window, which leads to the introduction of my favorite character by far. Holy shit. His name?
Okay, who threw the sheet out the window?
He did. You're the counselor?
The name's Larry.
Larry,
Oh, it's so fucking tough. Oh, boy. Man, where do I start? Hits him with the name's Larry? Like, fuck, nigga, you don't know me?
Why'd you throw a perfectly clean sheet out the window?
It's a valid question. You get first day on the job, you just did the laundry, you just made the beds, and now you're seeing the sheet you just neatly folded get hucked out onto the dirt. Valid crash out, valid reaction, Team Larry.
Oh, man, get that out of my face. I just ate. Go wash it off. I think maybe I got a bandage.
Bro, the actor who plays Larry he was in a higher class than Goosebumps had to offer. but good lord did it benefit, because every scene Larry is in, he steals, bro. Oh my god. His delivery on some of these lines are so funny. I genuinely laugh out loud to this day. It's amazing. The kids then start profusely exclaiming to Larry, oh, he needs to go to the hospital, he needs to see a doctor. Larry basically says, you guys are idiots, gives them some bandages, and goes on about the day. Come to the campfire later. We then cut to the campfire where Billy notices Chowder from Monster House is sitting by himself, all sulking because he's hurt and shit, I guess. He comes over to see if he's hungry. Kid says he's losing his appetite. Half his body's numb from this ball python bite. And the camp counselor notices this, stops the song, comes over, tells Billy he's being rude for interrupting the song, is then asked to inspect the snake bite, which Larry apparently never told him about, which, you know, rightfully so. He then looks at the kids' cast, which they miraculously made out of the bandage they received. Through the casts, determines the bite itself is fine, without ever actually looking at it. Basically tells him to, you know, grow a pair, walk it off, he'll be fine in the morning. Next morning comes, Billy wakes up, realizes Chowder isn't here anymore, starts looking for him, and is actually... This jump scare actually got me when I was watching it last night. Goodness gracious, jump scared by the fucking guy from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, who tells him that Larry sent him over here to pick up the campers to take him to the breakfast hall. However, he has no identification on him. He has nothing on his person that is suggesting he works for this camp. At least Larry and Uncle Al are in uniform. If I see these guys, I'm like, shit, they're fucking Boy Scouts or something. But this could be anybody. This could be an actual stranger abducting these children right now. But nevertheless, they go with him to the breakfast hall. We get to the breakfast hall where, of course, the stereotypical campers are eating slop and the camp counselors are eating like kings, even though their breakfast isn't that great either. Billy starts interrogating Larry, trying to find out where Chowder went, and Larry just, again, steals the scene, deflecting the questions in the funniest fucking ways. In the funniest bullshit responses ever. He then asks Larry one more time what happened to Chowder, which prompts Larry into saying one of the best lines in the whole episode.
Where is he, Larry?
Mike's not here, Billy. So I guess maybe he's somewhere else. Satisfied?
Fucking flames. Absolute cinema. Wow. That was amazing. He's not here, so he must be somewhere else. Fair enough. Good point. I didn't even fucking think about it like that. After this, the kids decide they want to play some baseball. Billy's still kind of tripping, wondering what the fuck happened to Chowder. No one will talk about it, like none of the counselors at least. All the other kids, they seem to kind of move on pretty quick. They don't really give a fuck, you know, they're in it for the love of the game. This leads to Billy asking Uncle Al to his face, yo, where the fuck is Chowder? Uncle Al deflecting in the funniest ways, just absolutely avoiding his question.
Just you play ball, son. Okay? Don't make mountains out of molehills. You're here to have fun, so start having it. Come on, we need it.
Kids start playing ball. Billy hits it, gets a few bases. This leads to one of the only times I think Larry's lame. But then again, it's hilarious, so I let it slide. Yeah, Larry clearly tags him way too late, thinking he got him out. He's incorrect, throws a little tantrum, but it's Larry, so I don't care. Then at the next given opportunity, Larry gets the ball in his hands, and no joke, fucking piss missiles that bitch into the back of Sunglass Boy's head. No lie, no scam, no curve, nothing but straight fucking gas straight to this nigga's skull. Like, holy shit, he bent the helmet. God damn, Larry, he got a cannon on him. So after Larry attempts fucking murder, Uncle Al says the kids have to go set up their tents because they're sleeping outside tonight. And instead of course, since there's no doctors, instead of sending Sunglass Boy to get serious medical attention, he's in dire need. His life is on the line. No. He's laying in a sleeping bag with the other boys camping. The grind does not stop. You could learn something from this guy. While Billy's chilling in the tent, Jerry from Kicking It and the Black Kid... I'm sorry, I'm black. I can define him as that. I'm sorry. What other characteristic does he have? They ask Bill if they want to come with them to explore the forbidden jutsu, whatever the fuck. Billy's like, nah, dude, I'm straight off that. I'm gonna stay with I'm gonna stay with Sunglass Boy. He could have a brain hemorrhage and die at any second. So those two run off, and within like seconds, Billy hears blood-curdling screaming and goes to check on him. The black kid comes back, informs Billy that Jerry from Kicking It got ripped to fucking pieces right in front of his eyes, and that they have to go right now. So Billy, he's not trying to leave Sunglass Boy. They go back, carry him all the way back to the cabin, and the first part of the episode ends on a cliffhanger with Saber about to bust open the store. Except the next episode starts with the reveal. It wasn't Saber at all. It was fucking Larry. And this shot, dude, when I saw this, I busted out laughing. Just because I've already personified Larry as a fucking legend in my mind. So seeing this shot was just so fucking tough, dude. The next morning, Billy finds Larry again, demands to see Uncle Al, but Larry's telling him Uncle Al is not here, and he's in charge.
All we want to do is talk to Uncle Al, okay?
Uncle Al's not here.
Well, where is he?
None of your business. I'm in charge. You got that? Now get your bathing suits on, losers. You're going to the lake.
Like you said, the gang is on their way to the lake when Billy spots a phone. He sees this as an opportunity to make a call home, tell his parents, yo, there's kind of some weird shit going on here. Low-key, I'd imagine he's calling them to come pick his ass up. I need to fucking leave. However, Uncle Al appears just then to inform him that phone is fake. He put it there to deceive young boys like himself that maybe they could talk to their parents, but no, he's just an asshole. He tells him that there are no phones in the camp at all, and when Billy asks again about the missing kids, it seems to get pretty upset, kind of demands him, yo, shut the fuck up, go to the lake. Cut to the lake, we got Sunglass Boy and the black kid. Dude, I need to find something else to describe him, but guys, like, come on, this sports kid, like, guys, come on. Sunglass Kid and the black kid, they're in the boat. Larry starts tripping because they don't have their life jackets on. And as he's throwing them, and instead of waiting for them to row back, he throws them to them, which results in them basically diving headfirst into the water on accident.
Man, you guys are hopeless!
Honestly, fair reaction to be upset. There was no need for them to react to that degree to where they're falling in the damn water like that.
Larry, I'm not a good swimmer!
You don't have to be, you jerk. The life jacket?
Help!
This is probably my favorite fucking line in the whole thing. The delivery, the tone, the circumstance, it was all perfect. Because he's not fucking wrong. He is like 1 foot away from the life jacket. He could so easily just grab it and chill the fuck out. But as it's shown, the Sunglass Boy can't fucking swim. He freaks out and dies. This prompts the black kid to go under, say, oh, I'll go save him. Never comes back, so he just cooks himself. Billy then jumps in to go save him. Larry says, you know what, bro? Fuck this. I wasn't even here. He fucking leaves. Billy, he obviously can't find either one of them. The black kid and Sunglass Boy fucking die. Billy then freaks out, runs back to the cabin, starts tweaking a little bit. He decides he needs to get the fuck out of here. He needs to do something. He grabs a baseball bat and decides now's a great time to explore the forbidden bunk. He makes his way inside, looks around, doesn't find the corpses of any of the friends he thought he would. But, remember that girl from the beginning? He finds her. She tells him some girl she was with while they were hiking gets mauled by a fucking bear. Or, she's describing a bear, but really we know as the audience it's Saber. And they take her back to the camp. The counselor wasn't believing him. It's basically the same sort of situation as the chowder with the snake bite. And when they wake up in the morning, oh my gosh, the girl is gone. So she decided to run away too. They then see out the window a bunch of military-looking guys and the other kids from the camp. So Billy decides, I'm gonna go out there, see what's going on. Stay here. I'll come back for you. He goes out there, turns out it's Uncle Al in military uniform, Larry in military uniform, and all the other counselors. And they start flaming his ass for being out of line, not being with the rest of the camp, and being in the forbidden bunk. They then line up all the kids and tell them that there's a girl missing from the girls' camp, that girl being Dawn, the girl who's sitting in the forbidden bunk right now, and gives everyone a bow and arrow, telling them to go hunt her down and stop her. Jesus Christ, dude. He then gives Billy his crossbow, and Billy, like a fucking G, turns it on him immediately, ups Blick on bro off rip. He did not hesitate. Ups it on the camp counselor. Camp counselor's like, oh, Billy, you're not really gonna do that, right? You wouldn't do that. But Billy don't give a fuck. Nigga, fuck is you talking about, bro? You know Billy? You don't know Billy like that, bruh. Bust that nigga shit. Ups him. Guns him down right there. Dead. Except, not really. Because this is where it's revealed the big plot twist. Oh my goodness. The whole thing was a fucking test. The whole thing was bullshit. Counselor starts laughing. Billy's parents pop out the bushes. And all the kids start cheering him on, talking about, oh, congratulations, you did fucking great. His parents, you know how he mentioned they were scientists, I always go away for trips. They come in and explain that they were selected to go on a very, very long excursion, and they didn't want to leave him for that long, so they had to test him to make sure he was fit to come with. They then give like a little rundown of how they were fooling him the whole time. Which, by the way, that is not this. They clearly showed a live ball python right there, but whatever.
What tests?
For quick thinking.
Like the way you figured out how to trap that snake.
Okay, shut the fuck up. No, what are you talking about? One, I don't even recall that really being like Billy's call of handling that situation. Also, they wrapped it up in a fucking sheet and threw it out the window. It didn't take immense skill and planning. Like, that wasn't exactly like a genius maneuver.
Trying to protect your friends.
And trying to save us from drowning.
Which he did a terrible fucking job at, by the way. Gave up very fast, and according to him, both of you were just drowned right in front of him, and he couldn't do anything about it.
And believing in yourself when the whole camp was saying you were crazy.
You know what? I'll give Billy that one. He was getting gaslit the whole fucking time, and when it came down to it, he still a Blick on the camp counselor with, like, being outnumbered by, like, 4 at least. So yeah, I'll give him that. Billy's a fucking G. And then the last twist of the episode, which actually really fucking threw me off as a child. They reveal that the expedition they're sent on, that they're going to for a long time, is to a planet called Earth. So it turns out none of these niggas are even humans. These are all aliens the whole time. All a bunch of weird little human camp boys. So you're telling me there's another planet close enough to Earth to where you can literally see it in the sky that is so similar to us. That we look and sound and behave the same way. Pretty fucking cool, actually. Dope. Yeah, honestly a pretty good twist just to throw in there at the end. That makes it a lot more fun. And that's it. That's where the episode ends. The whole thing was a fucking lie. Everyone was in on it. Which, watching it as a child, I was fucking at the edge of my seat trying to figure out how all this shit is happening. Because, like, I feel like even in Goosebumps, people don't die. Like, people aren't getting killed. However, watching this as a child, not knowing that everyone is in on it, and I'm just hearing, yo, he watched this kid get fucking ripped to pieces, and he's just chilling? Like, why is no one taking this seriously? Honestly, a pretty well-written episode. Larry, the fucking best. Hilarious. Great acting. Best acting in the episode by far. And yeah, those are my thoughts, man. Rewatching one of my old favorite Goosebumps episodes. Jesus Christ. It holds up. It holds up. This shit was hilarious. Last night, I was genuinely laughing out loud. Like I said, that one jump scare, too, actually kind of got me startled a little. So I was like, okay, nice. Anyways, hope you fucked with this. Let me know if you like this style of video. I liked it a lot. I find fucking talking about things that I find really funny or interesting. Hopefully makes the content better. So I'm gonna keep doing that. Hell yeah. Hope y'all have a good rest of your day. If you want to, like, subscribe. I kind of hate saying that. But if you did, it'd actually be pretty sick. So, yeah. Thank you so much. Until next time.